Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am super pumped to be coming at you with my first SHEIN bikini haul in my new apartment. I have got 30 suits to share with you guys today, and I've gotten lots of requests for some family friendlier styles and some high-waisted suits, so that is what I have for you guys today. I am going to leave timestamps down below of where I transition from one pieces to high-waisted suits to mid-rise suits to low-rise suits. So if you guys are looking for a specific style slash cut in specific, you guys can kind of skip around right to what you're looking for. I hope that you guys are excited. I know I am. As per usual, I will leave links to everything down below, and I will leave my coupon code here on the screen so that you guys can save 15% off your next purchase. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so I actually only have one-piece suit, and that's because I typically am more of a bikini girl. I just prefer it, but I couldn't resist this one. This is like a light green textured suit. As you can see, it's got these really cool lines to it, and this is one of my favorite swimsuit styles. I have several that are this plunging cut. They wrap around the waist and then tie around the back. Super flattering. It really elongates the legs and it slims down that waist. Still fuller coverage in the back, but just overall one of my favorite, most flattering kind of one pieces to wear. All right, moving right on into high-waisted suits. This is one of my favorite high-waisted suits ever. I actually have this in another colorway and I really loved it, so I picked it up in this one. We've just got a white with a little bit of blue, purple, and green. This is one of my favorite style suits, and you're gonna see me talk about this kind of top a lot throughout this haul. This is a suit with a little bit of underwire throughout, so if you have smaller boobs, it's gonna help give you a little bit of lift, and if you have bigger boobs, it's gonna help give you that support. It does have removable pads, as do all of these, so you can take them out if you prefer. And then this one has thick adjustable straps and a silver clasp along the back. I love this suit because it gives you a very simple tan line, but it's also a suit that's not going to move around a ton while you are in the water, which is of course very practical if you're wanting to swim. And then the bottoms just look like this. They have a high cut to them, so a high cut swimsuit means that you're going to see a little bit of that low rise tan line. You can see mine pretty prominently right now since I have been wearing a lot of lower bathing suits, but these really help elongate the legs and they do slim down the waist a ton. And then the back just has a moderate amount of coverage to it. I would say that this is on the fuller side for SHEIN, but keep in mind that their suits are definitely cheekier than other retailers, so a moderate fuller coverage from here may still be a little more cheek than you prefer. This is another favorite style. I have this suit in a couple of different colors and it's really a never fail. I have been on such a green kick recently, so I had to pick this up in the green as well. This is a triangle style top, but as you can see, these cups are stitched into place. They're not moving around, so if you're looking to wear a triangle style suit but you want a little bit more support, I highly recommend a top like this. I really prefer these if I'm planning on being in the water for long periods of time and jumping around, diving under waves, things like that, because there's no clasp, no self-tie, nothing, so there's really no chance of this falling off. It does have adjustable straps which help you cater towards whatever your chest size is, and then the bottoms are just your standard high-waisted fit. More of a moderate coverage in the back. These are super flattering, and again, that high cut fit. This next suit I have is like a textured material and it's really cool. As you can see, it's got this like little bit of stitching throughout, which I really like. The bottoms are definitely fuller coverage than the last two I showed you. As you can see, they've got a lot of material to the back. I will say that the back is only single lined, so the quality is a little bit different than some of the other ones. Super high waisted, and as you can see, this does not show a ton of that low rise tan line, so this is not a high cut swimsuit. You've got a lot of coverage throughout the front and then definitely a little bit more coverage along the coochie area, and then the top just looks like this. I absolutely love this style bathing suit top. Like I said, it's got that underwire which is really going to hold you in, and then we've got those thicker adjustable straps which provide a little bit more support. I really loved this top. Again, a very just safe, family friendly option. This next suit is very similar in texture to the last one, but it's actually like more of a velvet fabric, so really cool. I've never had a suit like this, but it's incredibly soft. I love neon swimsuits, especially when you have already been in the sun for a little bit. They're gonna really help make that tan pop. This one is a strapless style, just classic kind of bandeau top. It's got pads and it's got that really cute ring along the center. No self ties or clasps or anything along the back. I know a lot of you guys prefer strapless suits so that you don't end up with a terrible tan line like mine, so if that is your jam, then this suit is gonna be right up your alley. The bottoms just look like this. They've got like a really unique little asymmetrical cutout happening over here on the left side. They've got a ring, and I just really like these. Again, these are more of a high cut fit, and they've got a little bit of cheek in the back, but nothing super crazy. I really liked the material of this suit. I hope that SHEIN comes out with more of that style. I almost forgot to mention my sizing. I will leave my measurements and things like that down below, but I am wearing the smallest size available in every suit. So for some of them an extra small, for some of them a small, and I'm a 34B in the chest, about a 25-inch waist. I will say that with a lot of these suits, I did struggle with the circumference being a little too big on me. So definitely make sure you're hovering over the size to get those specific measurements, because an extra small in this suit might not be the same as an extra small in the suit I just shared. The sizes differ for each one. So this one was perfect. This is a little two-toned color blocked moment. I love this style bottom, very flattering all around. This one has like little belt loops, but it actually didn't come with a belt or like anything to put in them, so I thought that that was kind of interesting. But the top is very similar to that green one that I showed you. The cups are stitched into place, and you've got a little bit thicker of a band right here. I prefer these when I've gotten a little too much sun the day before, because it kind of covers up that area. The only difference is that this one actually self-ties along the back and around the neck, so make sure to double knot that in case one comes undone. I love anything floral. I've been picking up so many printed suits recently. These bottoms are so cute, so flattering. They're super high-waisted. They come right up to the belly button, elongate those legs, slim down that torso, and I just find high-waisted styles to be very flattering on pretty much every body shape. They're especially great if you're not super confident in your midriff area. This can kind of cover that up and suck everything into place. So the top for this is that triangle style that's stitched in. As you can see, it's got adjustable straps along the back, and then no self-ties, no clasps. So very safe suit, super comfortable. You can move around in this all day. All right, the next swimsuit I have is another floral. This one's a hot pink, and the bottoms were a little big on this. You can kind of see just by me holding them up. So if you are in between sizes, I would definitely recommend going down in this. It's about the same amount of coverage in the front and along the back cheek-wise, but as you can see, it's a little bit thicker of a band, so it's not a super high-cut suit. You do have a lot of coverage throughout the midriff in general, and then the top, it just looks like this. I love this underwire style top where it like comes in the middle. I have tons of this style suit, but I will say that this one actually has a lot of coverage to it. A lot of these styles can be like really skimpy and you have a lot of side boob. Because this one crisscrosses along the back and self-ties, you have a lot of support to this top. So if you're a bustier gal, you're gonna love this. All right, this next suit ran super big in both the top and the bottom. I didn't love the way that this one fit me. I'm wearing a size small for reference, but the bottoms look like this. They've got a lot of coverage to the back and coverage in the front. So if you're looking for something that's really gonna kind of give you that full effect, this is the suit for you. I love the neon pink. Just definitely read the sizing on this. Definitely I would recommend going down. The top is amazing if you have a larger chest, because there's a lot of fabric here, a lot of material. It kind of fits similar to like a sports bra slash bralette. So a lot going on there. You've got the removable pads as well. And then these straps are actually removable. So you can like tan without the straps on, or you can crisscross them along the back. If you are a bustier gal, a suit that crisscrosses actually gives you more support along the sides. So fun fact, if you see a suit like that, it's probably in your best interest. All right, moving on, I've got some like mid-rise suits to share. I have a pretty short torso, but I have very long legs, and most of these suits came just underneath of my belly button. So these might be high-waisted on someone else, but for me, they were kind of more of that in between. This swimsuit is like a towel-like material, so super soft. I really love this kind of suit because it absorbs water really well. I love the way that these dry. The bottoms to this can be worn a little bit higher on the hips. They've got a little bit higher of a cut, and then the back is your typical like moderate coverage from SHEIN. I love the top to this. It's that underwire style, but it's got like a cute little bit of fabric right there. So the cups are like separate, and then it does clasp along the back. This has thin adjustable straps, but these are actually removable all the way around. So you can crisscross these, you can leave them straight back like I have on in the try-on, or you can make this suit strapless. So if you're looking for something that can kind of do it all, a good suit to tan and swim in, then I definitely recommend something like this. Calling all future bachelorette parties, bride-to-bees, whatever it may be, I've been getting a lot of requests for like fun white swimwear, and I thought that this would be such a cute option. The bottoms definitely have a fuller coverage to them. They're about 1.5 inch thickness along the sides, and they've got that full coverage back. They are double lined, so they're not see-through, which I know can be a struggle with a lot of white suits. And then the top is just like one giant ruffle. I love taking photos in suits like this. I tend to use them for like different sponsored brand deals and things like that. They always get a lot of love from you guys. So if you're trying to kind of distract from your chest, maybe you have a smaller chest, I recommend something like this because it's going to give you just a little bit of oomph and kind of distract from that area in the best way. My hair, guys, is like literally getting white from being at the beach so much, and I have like so many baby hairs. Ignore that. The next suit that I have is another color blocked moment. I'm obsessed with anything color blocked. I think it's so fun, and this one's like a little bit peachy and then like a burnt orange almost to the side. So cute, full coverage all around. These are like great transition suits if you are like kind of just starting out wearing bikinis. Maybe you're going on vacation with your family, your boyfriend's family, just kind of looking for something that's like a very safe option, not too skimpy. Then I'd recommend checking out some of the mid-rise styles because they're really great. And then the top just looks like this. It's kind of like a triangle suit, but it's got like a self-tie around the neck and one that goes straight back. I haven't seen a suit like this, so this was really fun to me. I really loved it. It's got removable pads as well. One of my fave kind of tops. Some of the other suits, this one ran a little bit large. I would definitely recommend going down. I'm wearing a size small, and the top and bottoms were both a little too big on me for comfort. When I'm in the water, obviously I want a suit that's a little snugger. That way I don't have to worry about it sliding around. This one's got a little bit of texture to it, so it's a very interesting material. And then it's got thick adjustable straps along the back. It does have that little ring along the center, which I love. I have had several suits in this style, and this is the first one that I've kind of run into that issue of the sizing with. And the bottoms just look like this. They look like they would be super high-waisted, but they're actually not. They're more of a mid-rise fit, but they have a good amount of like high cutness to them, so you do have a little bit more of the leg on display. All right, I've got two black suits for you. The first one I absolutely love the top to. It's got like this plunging style top. As you can see, it dips down pretty low, but because everything is like stitched into place, I don't find that these tops move around all that much, or you have to risk a nip slip. They do have a lot of coverage along the front, which I really like. No adjustable straps or anything like that, but it does have the cutest bit of like ruffled elastic throughout this band. I am obsessed. And then the bottoms are just like your standard kind of bottom. As you can see, they're about a straight across fit. You've got a full coverage back, just like your typical pair of hipster underwear here. This next suit, the bottoms are a little bit higher waisted, so kind of more of that in between, and they're definitely a little bit thicker. They've got like a double band up here, and they've got a little more coverage along the tush, so overall kind of a fuller in coverage. And then the top I think is so cute. It's kind of hard for me to show just holding up, but it self-ties along the straps, and then it self-ties along the center. A lot of self-ties going on. I don't really like this kind of suit when I am playing in the water or I'm planning on like being super active, just because it kind of gets tossed around a little bit, but such a cute style. All right, next up I've got some low-rise suits. Some of them sit higher up on the hips, and I will admit not all of these are super full in coverage, but for me personally, every single one of these would be something that I would feel comfortable wearing in front of a family member. So for me, I consider that family friendly. One of the skimpiest of them is this first one. I'm gonna start off with that. It's got a little bit less coverage in the back, but still it's nothing crazy, and it's definitely fuller than some of the other SHEIN suits I own. It's yellow and with a little bit of orange and pink, and I just love the bright colors. For me, this is like perfect now that I'm living in California. Super cute. And then we've got that standard string style top. I love this kind of top, and they don't really come that often with high-waisted suits, so that's part of the reason why I like low-rise suits, because I can find this style top super easily. This one has definitely bigger cups than some of the other triangle styles I have. Ties around the neck, ties around the band, and it's got removable pads as well. I love these. They're great for tanning, but they also work in the water too, which is of course obviously a must when it's a swimsuit. You know what? I've got several tops this style, and I love them. I've kind of already talked about this a little bit. It's that style that has that underwire throughout the bottom. It's got the pads. It's got pretty tall tall cups, so you're not gonna have any nip slip here. I feel like that's one thing that SHEIN has greatly improved upon in the last couple of years. They used to have a lot of suits where it felt like I was gonna like spill over in, and they've finally fixed that. So shout out SHEIN for that. I'm wearing this in a size small. It's got those thin adjustable straps, and then it self ties around the back. And then the bottoms are some of my favorite style bottoms. I absolutely love something like this. These are a raw cut, and as you can see, they are a little bit higher in cut, so you've got a lot of that low rise tan line on display, really elongate the legs, and these give you the illusion that you're a lot curvier than you are, which is why I like them. I'm actually like a pretty straight girl, but these help like make it look like I actually have hips. And then the bottoms are just the right amount of cheeky, nothing super crazy, but they make your butt look nice and plump. Next suit has another string triangle style top. This one's a little two-toned moment, yellow on one side, green on the other, definitely a thicker cup, and this one is lined with that little bit of white. The reason why I mention this is because I prefer suits that are not lined with the white, so I just like to give you guys a little heads up. Sometimes it can like peek out the sides, which is like one of the biggest quality differences between SHEIN and some like high-end sustainable swim brands. If you guys are looking for high-end sustainable swim companies to shop from, just suit reviews, I do have a bunch of those. I'll leave them down below as well. The bottoms to this just look like this, more of that standard straight across fit. You can pull them a little bit higher up, but not as much as some of the others. About a ½ inch thickness around the sides, fuller coverage in the back. I was not expecting to like this swimsuit as much as I did. It doesn't really look that cute when I just hold it up, but on, I absolutely loved it. It's a gorgeous blue. It's got this like white netting across the boobs, which I love. It is that underwire style that I've talked a lot about with those adjustable straps. This one has a silver clasp along the back. I always prefer the clasp over the self tie personally when it comes to this style suit. And then the bottoms just look like this. They dip a little bit lower along the front, which I feel is really flattering on. They're a little bit thinner throughout the crotch in general, but the back of them is just like that perfect moderate amount of coverage. And these are like almost triple lined, like definitely thicker than some of the other suits. Same style top as the last one. The only difference is that this one is a smocked top. When something has like that texture to it, it's called smocking, and it's very popular this season, so you'll see a lot of it. I really love the print to this. All the colors, super fun. Adjustable straps, but this one self ties along the back, so always make sure to put that in a knot and then in a bow. That way you have like a backup plan, you know, in case something goes wrong. These bottoms kind of like look like your typical like hipster style, but they actually self tie along the sides, so you can kind of choose if you need these to be a little bit bigger or not. Another smocked suit. This one is so similar to the last. We've got that exact same style top. This one has like a pink and white floral, and this comes in a few different colors, so if you're looking for something different, I highly recommend checking this one out. Self ties along the back. We've got the thin adjustable straps. You know the drill by now, but these bottoms are actually smocked as well, so they match. These sit a little bit higher up on the hips, or you can wear them as that straight across tan line. Usually when I'm tanning, I'll leave my bottoms like this, and then if I'm taking photos, I'll pull them up like this, just because that's what I feel is most flattering on my body shape. Remember that swimwear is all about you and what you feel good in, so you know, whatever floats your boat, let it. The bottoms to this, moderate coverage. This is exactly the kind of suit that I wear when I go on family vacation, because it's like practical but still functional, so 2 thumbs up. I have so much color blocking throughout this haul, and I love this one, just a pink and blue, two-toned, pink on the left, blue on the right, cheekier in the back, and then these ones do sit a little bit higher. I find that when a suit, like when a low-rise suit sits a little bit higher on the hips, that's when you have a little bit more cheek, and it's because you've got a lot of that thigh on display. This top is more of that standard bandeau style. When I first started wearing bikinis, I was always wearing a suit like this, so I love wearing them. It gives me a little bit of nostalgia. The back of this does not have any clasps or anything, and then it has those straps that can either be crisscrossed along the back, they can be taken off, or they can be worn how you see it now, so love that style. I think that this one would look super cute as strapless. I really wanted to love this suit. I am a sucker for anything green, like I said, and this top is very similar in style to a lot of the other ones that I've shown you guys. It has that clasp along the back, the underwire, but the bottoms, the quality of this, something was just off. Like this felt very poorly made, and the material is so thin. Like look at how thin this is in the back. Like you would see my butt crack if I went in the water, I think. So not a huge fan of this, just kind of poorly designed all around. So of all the suits though, this was the only one that I was like ew about. So okay, and then the last suit I have is definitely the skimpiest of them all. Definitely probably not a family friendlier suit, but one that I'm excited to wear still nonetheless. The bottoms are just, as you can see, definitely cheekier in the front, and they're a little bit skimpier in the back as well. They have these like thin straps along the sides, but I love this style bottom because these are like an adjustable strap, so you can make these as big or as small as you need them to be. I wish they did this with more suits because it's very inclusive of all sizes and body shapes, so I hope that they keep bringing that style back. As for this kind of top, I love these. I used to wear them all the time last summer. It's like a triangle style suit, but it's like bound by this silver ring along the center. Super cute. We've got those thinner adjustable straps, and there's no clasps or anything to this, so no chance of it falling off, which of course is ideal. All right, you guys, that is going to be all for today's SHEIN bikini haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I post these every single month, so if you're interested in seeing more SHEIN suits, be sure to give this video 2 thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to stick around. If there's any style in specific you'd like me to review, be sure to comment that too. I'd really love a little bit of guidance. For me, I like low-rise suits, so I tend to stick with that, but I know a lot of you guys are looking for high/mid-rise ones, which is why I wanted to review a ton of those for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I will talk to you guys very, very soon.